Hello friends, welcome back to my studio. I hope you're well. Whew, it's getting hot in here now. I've been spending the morning mixing up some colours with this new encaustic medium. I have some of my own medium that I make, the encaustic medium, but I also went and bought some R&F ready mixed medium I've not used R&F before and I just wanted to see what it was like. I will do, if you're interested, you know I love to make my own art supplies and it's definitely much cheaper. I will do a proper vlog on how to make encaustic medium or how I make it and talk about what I found in comparison to the ready mixed R&F. I was just mixing them up and laying them in these silicone molds, but that last colour palette, the way they've all been poured into the same mould, it's a really lovely starting point for a palette. These moulds, they're just a silicone mould that I found at Kmart. They're an amke product and they're in the cooking section, so I figured they'd be able to take the heat. They must be for baking. And I think after using them, I wasn't sure whether the pressure of the medium would push the sides out, but they've held their shape really well. And I think they would be a great item to make oil sticks in. I don't plan on making any more oil sticks. I have absolute heaps and I don't use them that often. I certainly don't make the oil sticks often. But yeah, if you can get your hands on a silicone mold like that, I think they'd make a really nice shape oil stick. Yes, I've been to the art supply store and used some of my voucher. I also got another paintbrush. It's a Royal Langnickel. Don't know if the camera will pick that up. It's a lovely wide head brush. I needed some more wider heads and I've got this brand in one other brush and it's a really lovely brush. Stiffer brush, so suitable for oils to acrylics. And yeah, I'm really happy to have another. The other thing I bought was some watercolor. This one is Tasman Blue. I got a olive green permanent. This Artist Spectrum, the AS Artist Spectrum, is an Australian brand and I use their oil paints and found them very good. This is a massive upgrade from the oil paints you will have seen me use in the past, many vlogs ago. And this little tube, because I wanted to try the Winsor & Newton as well, this is Terra Verde. I've not used any Winsor & Newton, I don't think. And yeah, I just wanted to compare. So the reason I bought the watercolors was, as you can see, I have been sitting here over the hot frying pan with hot wax, but it gets so hot in the summertime in the studio. You can, see over behind me here, this is just tin wall. The ceiling is insulated, but the walls are just, the outside tin is the inside tin. Classic Aussie shed. And so it gets very hot. And what I thought I might be able to do is, in my visual diary that you saw last week before, that I had swatched up the 4x5 rectangles, and I thought I'd be able to, with some gouache and with some better quality watercolor, I'll be able to sit inside where it's cooler in the house and perhaps hopefully not make too much mess in there, and certainly something that's easy to clean up like a watercolor. I just wanted to also mention last week's vlog seemed to really resonate with a lot of you. I feel so blessed that you're all so touched and that quite a few of you are inspired to get your art supplies out and get creating again, and just generally feeling inspired, and that makes me so happy because that's really what the focus of this channel is to really hopefully invigorate creative thinking and creative practice. Here I am set up in the house, and it's definitely much cooler in here, so that was a good move. Now, I'm not a watercolor painter at all. Watercolor paint is lovely because it's so highly pigmented and you can add so much water and it stays really saturated. As you'll see, the page really does start to buckle and not hold the water well, because of course I'm not using watercolor paper. I'm using a plain sketchbook that's got that mix of acrylic paint and matte medium and water over it. So next time I do this, I think I'll bring in one of my other sketchbooks that will take this paint better. So yeah, it's really just about getting some colour on the page and still being able to have a creative day. So I'll let this run through and I hope it inspires you. Thank you so much for watching. That's all for me this week. I hope you have a lovely week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.